Well, it's been just a while since I reviewed a chick flick, so I just said, why not do this one for its 15th anniversary, that is. Here's my review of Baby Mama. Big Days Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So, greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name is Dual, better known to as the Big D, and this time around, I bring to you a review of the 2008 chick flick Baby Mama, released by Universal, directed by Michael McCullers in his directorial debut, and also wrote the story, starring Tina Fey along with Amy Poehler, Greg Kinnear, Dax Shepard, Rom- Romany Malco, Maura Tierney, Holland Taylor, with Steve Martin and Sigourney Weaver. Anyway, this film was a modest success, so might as well just get into the story and why have you. This was a pretty funny little chick flick. Film focuses on successful single businesswoman Kate Holbrook, who has always prioritized her career over her personal life. Now, at age 37, she finally decides to have her own child, but discovers she has a T shaped uterus, m- minimizing her chances of becoming pregnant. Also denied the chance to adopt, Kate hires immature, obnoxious South Philadelphian Angie Ostrowski to become her surrogate mother. After learning from Chaffee Bignell, the steely head of the surrogacy center, that Angie has become pregnant, Kate prepares for motherhood in her own typically driven fashion, reading childcare books, baby proofing the apartment, and researching top preschools. However, her strategy is upended when Angie shows up at her door homeless. Their conflicting personalities put them at odds as Kate learns firsthand about balancing motherhood and career, especially when she begins dating the owner of a local blended juice cafe, Rob Ackerman. Unbeknownst to Kate, Angie's in vitro fertilization procedure had failed, and she is fighting the pregnancy, hoping to ultimately run off with her payment. She starts to regret lying, but continually puts off confessing. When Angie gets an ultrasound, she discovers she is indeed pregnant, realizing the baby is her own, with her common law husband, Carl, from whom she is separated. Angie is forced to confess at Kate's baby shower. Kate explains to Angie that the pregnancy test was supposed to be taken 2 weeks after the procedure so the baby could still belong to her. Yep, that's wow. Alright, that's most of the story, but since this was a modest success, I'll go to the ending. As always, you know the procedure. 5 cents subs field, go to the description box below. Fast forward to the time below. If you've seen the movie already as I do the countdown, please continue. Okay, you've been warned. A court hearing determines that the baby is Angie's, and Angie impassionedly apologizes to Kate. As the women meet face to face after the proceedings, Angie's water breaks and Kate rushes her to the hospital, then passes out during the birth. As she wakes up, the doctor supervising Angie tells Kate that she's 2 months pregnant, the result of her relationship with Rob. After receiving the news, she visits Angie, who is holding her newborn daughter, Steph. Named for Gwen Stefani, Kate forgives Angie and they become best friends, ultimately changing each other for the better. A year later, at Steph's first birthday party, Kate and Rob have had a daughter and are engaged, and Angie and Kate have retained a sister like relationship. Although he does not reunite with Angie, Carl stays close to his daughter and takes parenting classes. In the final scene, Angie and Kate stand in front of a television set with their daughters watching Tom and Jerry. End of story. So, what did I think of Baby Mama? Well, I've only seen it a few times, including just more recently on Peacock. Well, I will tell you, this film's absolutely pretty funny and what have you. Now, of course, this is not the first time Faye and Poehler have worked together. Of course, a few years before this, they had recently worked together on the Lindsay Lohan flick Mean Girls in 2004. Now, this film was released on April 25th, 2008. Henceforth, today is actually the film's 15th anniversary. Now then, of course, Fey and Poehler were big stars on NBC at the time. Fey being on 30 Rock, and then Poehler would soon follow with Parks and Recreation later on. They are both an absolute comic team and what have you. They would later reteam, if I am not mistaken, which I'm pretty sure. Now, actually, Fey was formerly a Saturday Night Live star as well. And let's see. Now, let me see. Yes, that's what I thought. Yes, of course. She and Poehler would reteam for the film Sisters later on. So anyway, I think they were both an absolute comic team again, as I've said. Greg Kinnear stars as Rob, and I got to say he's pretty good in his performance. Dax Shepard plays Carl, who is absolutely crazy. Sigourney Weaver plays Chaffee Bicknell, circuit agent, and I'm surprised she was in that. She was really good. Steve Martin plays Barry Warman, Kate's boss. And let me tell you, you got wait till you see that he's got long hair and what have you. But I'm pretty sure it was a what kind of a wig he had on. I'm pretty sure. There's Romany Malco playing the doorman, Oscar Prian. Of course, he was more recently in another Universal film. That was the 4-Year-Old Virgin. He'd also go on to appear in the two Think Like a Man films as well as The Dove. And of course, he's currently seen on ABC's A Million Little Things. Next would be Maura Tierney, who I've actually known her from Liar Liar, and of course, she was also known for her playing Lisa on News Radio and Abby on ER. She plays Kate's sister Caroline. Holland Taylor, who had been seen playing Charlie's mother on, Charlie and Alan's mother on Two and a Half Men. And I've seen her in another film. She played Kate's mother, Rose. But anyway, there's several others and what have you. There's Will Forte and Fred Armisen, James Rebhorn, who was recently in Meet the Parents, which rest assured, I am going to review that film later on this June, okay? Promise, for realsies. So, anyway, it has a pretty good cast and what have you. The film opened up at number one, and it went on to make $64 million against its $30 million budget. The reviews were mixed and what have you. It currently sits at 63% on Rotten Tomatoes, and they say that it is a lightweight, predictable comedy that ekes by on the strength of its performers. I couldn't agree more. I have to say they were absolutely very good. The cast was pretty good. The story wasn't too bad either. Jeff Richman's score, wasn't too bad. It did have some pretty good songs and what have you. Some that came from Konami's Karaoke Revolution game. Yeah. But anyway, Baby Mama was absolutely pretty funny. But would I recommend it? I'd say only if I'd say maybe kind of call between give it a one-time watch or sure go ahead. I mean, if you like maybe Tina Fey or Amy Poehler, then I'd say this is worth looking into. Because, as I've said before, this is absolutely funny and what have you. So definitely look into Baby Mama. It's pretty funny. So, what did you think of Baby Mama? Let me know in the comments section below. If you like this video, click the like button, subscribe, and be a part of the Big D Nation. Join me next time when I return to the wide world of game shows and talk about the first of a couple of kids' versions of Big Guy Game Show, starting with Wheel 2000, which is the kids' version of Wheel of Fortune, by the way, in case you didn't know. So I hope you enjoyed this, and if you did, check out my reviews for these other films. In the upper left-hand corner is my review on, well, one of the films I was talking about, The 40-Year-Old Virgin from 2005, or you can see it's the a film that came after this, being Knocked Up from 2007, or if you would like a little more of Tina Fey and Amy Poehler, go to the bottom left-hand corner and see my review of Mean Girls. And the bottom right-hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thank you for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.